Hey everyone, welcome back to our Mordor campaign. Things are really beginning to kick off. I did a few things off camera before I started. I defeated Captain Thranduil just outside of Dol Guldur, and I think I want a watchtower right here. I took Dwar of Waw off the invasion just because I don't want to suffer any desertion right now. His army is not doing so hot. He's definitely going to need reinforcements. We've lost pretty much all of our shitty units. Our raiders are in disrepair. Our elite units, they're not doing too bad. We still have all of our Alec high, but we have no orc band to speak of. So I'm bringing up some reinforcements right now. Some Morning Guard and Uruks to garrison Dol Guldur whilst we march. And then some orc bands to reinforce. I've got Ren the Unclean. You know what? He's just going to march north to reinforce Dwar of Waw. But he might go the long way around. No, there's no need, really. We've also got a lot of units being recruited in Malgalad, Thornburg, etc. Carandros, Henethanun, etc. Minas Tirith is even sending some units to Dol Guldur. We are waiting for a troll catapult to give to Ren, and then he is fully self-sufficient and he can go wherever he wants. But I think I'm just going to have him trail around Dwar of Waw for now. But we want to keep pumping out fucking units. When we put our armies on the invasion, we don't have to worry about upkeep at all, so I'm just going to keep pumping out all of these motherfuckers, and we're going to send them north. Eventually, I'll put Dwar of Waw back on the invasion, but right now, he's not going to be going too far with this raggedy-ass army, especially against the Elves. We defeated Thranduil. We only lost like 300 orcs, but his army was not bad at all. And actually, speaking of not bad armies, Ragbund here, his army is pretty sweet. He's got heavy Silvan swordsmen, Silvan heavy archers, shit like that. Stuff that's going to be tough to deal with, but we will manage somehow, I'm sure. Speaking of raggedy-ass armies, Adunaphel's army outside of Limelight Fort, not the greatest. What I could do is grab Uvatha and forge a shitty little reinforcing army, like so. Maybe not with that archer unit. Something like that. And then we can reinforce. Entwade is going to be a little low on garrison for now, so maybe we can send 2 Morning Guard. But we can even keep pumping out units in Edoras as well. I don't think we're too concerned about Rohan at this particular time. Because every time they declare war, they don't do anything. We keep being able to get a ceasefire out of them. It's not really a big deal. I think we just need to put a bunch of pressure on the Elves, and we can probably very much forget about Rohan for now. There is rioting in Bree because I've got the taxes extremely high, so we can get that 600 gold before we finally take off with our armies. Speaking of taking off, Hoarmurath is going to attack this fortress when he gets a chance. He has not a bad army. He has a catapult, a couple trolls, a lot of infantry that can be used to storm the walls, and then eventually we'll hook up with Adunaphel and Uvatha as we capture Limelight Fort. Maybe we can even move into Moria if we really wanted to. I don't think we actually need to attack Moria because... Did they break their vassalage? No. Isengard broke their vassalage with the High Elves. Very bizarre. The soul of Saruman came tumbling out of the abyss, and he said, you know what, this shit is cray-cray. And they're like, what are you talking about? Cray-cray? He's like, I am the wizard of many colors. And then he proceeded to turn into Drake, playing Hotline Bling. You know how like Drake does his little dance in his music video. It's very Jesus Christ, it's very colorful. Anyway, we've built a Shrine of Melkor in Dol Guldur, which will certainly help with our culture. We're going to build an even bigger shrine so that we can sacrifice, like, I don't know, My Little Ponies on the altar and really get the evil juices flowing. Holy shit, look at all these units we've recruited. Obscene. We've got a spy in Malgalad as well, which we're going to utilize. Ugh, here. Ugh. God. You're awful. You're awful and ugly. And, oh man, so is Lunrat. These assholes are just so goddamn ugly. It's like I'm almost actually staring at an asshole. Okay, so apparently the orcs of Gundabad are no longer at war with the dwarves, which is very odd. Very odd indeed. I can't really say who is on the invasion, I suppose. So Adunaphel has got himself in quite a pickle here because Ragbund is staring at the back of his head with a massive fucking army that we're going to have to deal with pretty soon. So you know what? I think we ought to try to fight this battle. We're going to have to lift the siege in order to do so. Actually, you know what we could do is we could turn this into a defensive battle. I'm fairly certain that we would be able to survive a defensive battle, especially if like somehow Lunluck comes to reinforce. I don't imagine that. Actually, why don't we just fucking bust into Limelight Fort and turn it into a defensive battle there? Why the hell not? We don't have to worry about Ragbund reinforcing. Holy shit, you know what, guys? This is a swell plan. We may as well even auto-resolve. I don't see why not. 44 men lost. That's ridiculous. We can loot it. Oh, Luda. Shit. We're doing so good. We're doing so damn good. And then we can get rid of not the ballista towers. We'll want those. The archery range, armorer, knight stables. Fuck off. We can look at the river Limelight. Absolutely nothing going on. Let us repair all this bullshit. Build our shrine, and we can retrain Morning Guards and some raiders. Why not? There we go. Now we don't have to worry about Ragbund so much, because if he wants to really get us, he'll have to fight us over a goddamn wall, and I'm pretty certain that he won't be too pleased about that. Now, will he? Okay, we'll drop a tower right here so we don't have to worry too much about getting flanked. Head back into Limelight Fort. Oh, shit.
I respect you,
Prince? Yerudraith? Oh my god. Okay, so we're actually going to have a little bit of an issue here. Shitballs. Okay, so Prince Yerudraith and this dickhead here, Ragbund, might be able to double team us outside of Limelight Fort. Well, I say outside of Limelight Fort, but it'll definitely be within the walls of Limelight Fort, where the double teaming will happen. This is a double teaming designated zone. A DDZ. Well, double teaming would be DTZ. Okay, so this is the DTZ, and I would appreciate it if all double teaming were to happen in here. But I think that's pretty much all we need to do this turn, although, having said that, we do have 11,000 gold coins. We can blow on some useless shit. Like we can buy an H2 Hummer if we really wanted to. And then we can roll around Minas Tirith. Like, move, bitch. Get out the way. I'm driving a Hummer. So, I have really poor self-esteem, perhaps. I don't know. Do we want to build a Dark Temple of Melkor in Woldburg? We may as well do. It will increase population growth, which is not really, you know, necessary. But at the very least, it will do nothing, I don't think. We don't really need to... Well, actually, you know what? Scratch that. We do need a shrine in Tirith Anduin. I didn't even realize that we don't have a shrine in Tirith Anduin. Shit. Okay, well, at the very least, we can recruit some raiders. Yeah, I'm just going to fucking pump out the units. Like I said, we want this to be a little bit of a blitz, don't we? So we're going to need a lot of units to accomplish this. Now, someone mentioned that if I click on Dawndeath, there's a chance that Gollum will actually spring out from the shadows and steal the ring. So I guess my only solution would be to not click on Dawndeath if I can help it. So I've set him to march all the way down to Mordor, and I'm hoping that will be enough. Anyway, we're going to scout a little bit for our other army here, led by Hoarmurath, I'm going to say. Yeah, Hoarmurath of Deer, the Merciless. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this turn, so we may as well end it. Okay, we have a new assassination mission to kill Thandian. Again, I have no idea how people are seeing Thandian and all these assholes. Well, I suppose Rosgabel is the capital of the Silvan Elves, so I guess we must have eyes on Rosgabel. I couldn't say. Regardless, we're not going to be able to complete that mission. There is rioting in Bree, and eventually it will change sides. When that will happen, I can't quite say, can I? No, I have no idea. Hoarmurath Should we just fucking take Moria? No. I guess we'll have to go through this fortress here. For some reason, our movement is blocked. I couldn't tell you why. But we'll just continue up here anyway. I don't know what's going on there. So 2 turns until he arrives, basically. We ought to do a little bit of scouting. Perhaps there's an easier route in the north, I can't say. Dark Lords of Mordor is very pleased. What in the actual fuck? The following factions have declared that they are allies. It looks like Isengard has become a vassal of the dwarves? I don't get it. Why? Why is this shit happening to me? Isengard, you're such a bitch. And you're on the invasion still. I don't understand. Why? Why is this happening? You're ruining a perfectly good campaign. A perfectly good invasion by doing this weird shit. Okay, look at this. Looks like Ragbund has marched out to meet Uvatha, the horseman, in the field. And obviously Uvatha the horseman does not have an army to equal Ragbund, so perhaps we'll bitch out for a little bit. I have a feeling that Adunaphel would be able to handle Prince Uvatha if he was pressed. Okay, we now have a catapult that we could give to Uvatha, and we should do because he's going to be fighting a bridge battle pretty soon here. And in fact, let's give him all of our units just in case. Entwade is always happy, it seems. We're going to take 2... We'll take these 4 units to garrison, and we will recruit a halberd as well as an orc band. There we go. Just a bunch of garbage that we can throw to the front lines. Yeah, we'll take these guys as well. Woldburg has quite a garrison. Do we want to send a few units forward? Sure, let's grab these 3, and we'll send them to Tirith Anduin as a garrison, because we do have to watch out for the elves attacking Tirith Anduin. Okay, now for the money shot. That is for the big time stuff. It looks like Dwar of Waw is going to merge a bunch of units. These guys are going to merge. Or, well, I guess we do it manually. There we are. We now have two units of raiders. One's going to go back. We're going to merge. That's pretty much it, actually. Maybe we can merge some of these Uruks. And we'll use them at some point, I'm sure. I don't know. We want these guys to garrison. This will just disband. Okay, so we actually have not a bad army here. We're still missing our crap tier units, which are en route, these 2 units of Orc Band. But I'm sure, if necessary, we could march out and attack Captain Eglirian in the field and destroy his army. I think our next target is obviously Ostingil. Speaking of Ostingil, we may as well... Oh my fucking god. Dwar of Waw has been ambushed in the field. And look at that, he actually lost half of his unit. He did manage to not get fucking killed though, which is interesting. I was gonna build a watchtower there to prevent this exact thing from happening, but yeah, there you go. Shit happened. Shit happened, and things went a little sideways. I don't know what to tell you. It got fucked up really quickly. Now we're gonna send all of these units forward. Rend the Unclean. We definitely need his help. Might not want to go through the forest there just because we could always get ambushed again, which would be horrendous. Well, it wouldn't be so bad with a full army, because I'm fairly certain that we could fight off an ambush. Now look at this. We have built a bunch of shit in Mount Doomington, Durthang, Little Marsh Wall. We've recruited a bunch more units, Catapult and Entwade, which we've already moved into the front lines. Now we have to decide, what do we want to do right now? Do we want to get Adunaphel to attack Prince Uvatha? Is that what we want to do? And then Uvatha can defend the bridge from these elves. They could always go for Woldburg, though. They would be a turn away. How about Uvatha? How far could he march? Well, It looks to me like if these elves march towards Waldburg or Tirith Anduin, we would not be able to catch them. So we'll have to depend on our garrisons, I guess, to defend these large cities. Let's recruit some units. Oh, when in doubt, get recruiting. We could put Dwar of Waw back on... Well, no, we can't actually, because he's stuck in the middle with me. Okay.
Get ready for fight.
Maybe we could put Ren on the invasion. May as well do. There we go. We are now at war with the dwarves once again. I just want the income so I can recruit tons of fucking units and just pour forth like a veritable wave. Okay, so for our battle for the episode, I think we'll attack and kill Prince Uridraith. He has a very damaged army, actually. He's got a bunch of shitty units. I'm liking it. He does have Silvan heavy spearmen, Silvan heavy units in general, which is a little shitty, but I'm sure we can deal with it. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the battlefield, whence we shall slay Prince Uridraith in the year 3032 of the Third Age. Now, I'm hoping this will be a very quick battle. I don't really want to spend too much time kicking the ever-loving fuck out of these elves. But you never know. Okay, so they've situated themselves on a fucking hill. Oh, my formation is fucked immediately because I've got units within units. Okay, we'll set the orc bands here, like so. The Morning Guard within them, like so. And then the halberds, we don't need them in pike formation. So we'll just head forward like that. Now I've got some orcs in the forests over here. I'm wondering if perhaps they can remain hidden for a little while, but the answer is, of course, a really sad no. There is no way to sneak with orcs, I guess. We do have 2 units of archers, so I suppose we'll just get them to attack any old units. Just tell them to begin shooting, I suppose, and we'll get Adunaphel to come around the flank. There we go. We want these flanking units to kind of come like this, around, right, and up the hill, right into the flank of these assholes. These units are a long ways away, so we'll try to get them into the combat as soon as possible. Now, we don't really have any shock units, so we're going to have a hard time breaking these elves. Like, we don't have any trolls, spiders, anything like that. All we have is Adunaphel. But we're going to charge forward with our orc bands, who are currently taking a large part of our casualties. Actually, my archers are taking a huge amount of casualties as well. But we're firing back and doing very little damage, it looks like. Very ineffective. Let's pause just to make sure that this goes smoothly. And then we... Oh, shit. My lines are a little off kilter here. Okay, well, we want to... Oh, shit. We're actually getting skirmished by these archers, and we don't have anything to counter. Lovely. At the very least, we can run off these archers. We'll get our orc bands to advance forward. We probably only need to be, about yay long to envelop them. Something like that. Yep. Morning Guard to match. Something like that. Yeah, and then our Uruks will push right into the fucking center. We've already managed our troops on the left, so we'll have to address our troops on the right. And we'll get Adunaphel to charge these archers. We want everyone to run. My archers are firing at, what, the center? Can we get some fire arrows, please, so I can see what the fuck's going on? Okay, my Uruks are going to charge into some Silvan spearmen. My Maulers are going to get... They're going to just get run around by those horse archers, unfortunately, so we're going to try to deal with these archers. Did my orc bands manage to charge any of these units? Nope, not yet. Okay, well, let us charge in. I don't mean to pause it constantly, but that's just what's happened, I suppose. And then we'll just get our halberds to like I said, coming to the center here. Our archers are not doing so hot. Neither is Adunaphel, because he's been attacked by all sorts of different units. We'll get off a Nazgul Screech just to ensure he doesn't get killed. Well, I say that, but he has a huge amount of support nearby, which will charge in. The Maulers will certainly help on this cavalry battle here. So we are beginning to charge into their center. We want the Maulers, rather the halberds, to try to push into the center. Looks like our infantry on this flank is just being run ragged, so we'll get them to come back. My Uruks are being torn apart. Oh, that's very disappointing. My Uruks are being torn apart by these Silvan horse archers. A good charge on their end, and I think they're getting shot in the ass as well. I can't say. Okay, well, Adunaphel now is free to move, as is this flank, so we'll charge in. Maybe we can get Adunaphel to take out these archers. There we go. Are they going to rout? Hard to say. We'll get some raiders in there, and some raiders in the flank here, and some maulers as well to charge right into those Silvan heavy spearmen. My orc raiders desperately need to help out on this flank, especially because my Uruks are going to get demolished. These Sindar archers are probably going to tear them apart. These maulers will help, actually, against that cavalry. And then these orc raiders really need to get involved with this these catapult crews. Okay, so Adunaphel is not really doing much. And my orc archers are still firing somehow. Okay, how's this flank doing? It's doing alright. Looks like those maulers are going to run down those Sindar archers. All of these troops need to continue to flank, push and roll up the line. Especially my Uruks, they will help. Now Adunaphel is running down some archers, it seems. Are we breaking these elves on this part? Oh shit, we've totally encircled them. Not bad at all. My halberds at the front lines, tearing through the lightly armored spearmen. Okay, Adunaphel is going to run down these archers as they try to flee from my death trap, and my maulers are just chasing down their general unit. Maybe we can chase them off the map entirely. That would be quite interesting. Now these two units are not doing anything. What the fuck, you assholes? These Silvan heavy swordsmen are making kabombs of my orc bands. You guys are sitting here, I don't know, looking at your agendas. What are we doing Tuesday, Gilbert?
Well, I can't say.
Because apparently there is Gilbert Gottfried is part of my orcish army.
Well, I don't really know. I think I have to go record Aladdin.
Perhaps. I don't know. You know what? We're not doing so bad. These Sindar archers are causing a headache, as are these orc raiders, who are doing abso-fucking-lutely nothing. I don't know what my orc archers are doing, but maybe they can be helpful somewhere. If that would be wonderful. I don't know if it's a possibility, but we can hope. Okay, so these orc raiders are desperately needed in the center of the battle. Well, I say desperately, but it looks like we've pretty much routed the elves now, and we're just chasing them down. Adunaphel is going to be quite busy. Unfortunately, he is already busy dealing with these sentinels. I don't know. We'll get a Nazgul Screech. Maybe that'll do it. No. We need to do a cycle charge. These heavy archers here, though, are these... what am I trying to say? These Silvan heavy swordsmen are going to be quite a pain in my ass as they cut through hundreds of my orcs. Okay, so we'll get Adunaphel, maybe, to charge them in the rear. That would be ideal, I think. I don't really know what these raiders are going to do, other than get shot in the back, it seems. These maulers would also help. Anyway, we'll charge with Adunaphel. He just has to get in there. These raiders will help. Okay, we've lost a third of our army, basically. Oh shit, there we go. We broke the heavy swordsman. Our spear line is going to consolidate down the hill to scare off all of these archers. As for my maulers that are chasing down these Sindar archers, how's that going? It's not going. They're getting shot in the, oh my fucking god, they're getting shot in the back by some light archers. Okay, Adunaphel, I really need your help here, pal. There's 2 units of Silvan elves that are just going fucking buck wild. Ugh, they're heavy archers too, shitballs. What are we gonna... Some orc archer... Oh my fucking god, these Silvan horse archers are such a pain in my ass. They've now destroyed an orc archer unit as well. I don't believe it. Okay, well, we've just chopped up these heavy archers, and hopefully we can disengage cleanly. It's a tall order, but, no, these 3 Numenorians are... Oh, they made it. Holy fuck balls. Okay, some raiders, perhaps. We're gonna cycle charge anyway. I don't think we lost, like, any troops there, actually. We'll get this whole flank involved. That would be ideal. Oh, shit, there we go. My maulers are now engaging these Sindar archers. Hopefully, their armor piercing will allow us to tear through. Well, their armor, basically. My orc archers are taking huge amounts of casualties, as is Adunaphel, because he's getting shot at point-blank range. Where is Adunaphel? Okay, he is not in combat. We are good. He has suffered a lot of casualties, though, all of a sudden, just because of the archer fire, I would say. Jesus Christ. We're just taking so many casualties. Why? Oh my fucking god, these fucking prick archers. Oh my god, this is driving me ballistic. I hate the elves when you don't have any, like, cavalry. They can just run away to the ends of the earth and just pick you apart. And we haven't even been able to kill these Sindar archers because for some reason my orc maulers don't know how to do a goddamn... Like, look at this bullshit. This is like grade A bullshit right here. Oh my god, the elves are so fucking stupid to play against as Mordor. There's just no counter. A whole campaign of this has made me very jaded. Ugh, it just drives me fucking bonkers. Drives me up the wall. Anyway, back to it. Adunaphel is going to try to break this unit. Oh, before we get shot up. And it didn't really happen. And here come the Sindar archers, which are apparently unaffected by my orc maulers, who are just chasing them to the ends of the earth. Now, Adunaphel is in the middle of it, so we might want to pull him out. Okay, we're going to advance with our raiders, keep the pressure on. Advance with our maulers, keep the pressure on. Adunaphel is not doing so hot. I don't know what to do. Okay, we'll pull him out because we don't want him to get shot up at all. Are we pursuing these fucking elves to the ends of the earth? We are. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, we'll head back to Adunaphel, see what he's doing. Okay, our maulers have not engaged. These 3 units... Oh shit, there we go. Okay, so my maulers have engaged these Silvan heavy archers. These raiders are getting charged as well. They must be out of ammo. There's no reason for them to get engaged and involved unless they're in a particular situation where they don't have ammo. And now my orc maulers are asleep at the wheel, and these heavy archers are able to disengage. Yet again, look at that. I love it. It's my favorite part of the day. When the Silvan heavy archers get to just pretend I don't exist and leave my troops alone. Okay, well, this battle is 100% a pain in my ass. I did not expect it to fucking last this long, but I should have known better that fighting against the elves is like kicking myself in the dick repeatedly. Look at this, they can just fucking shoot me at all times. Oh, okay, have we finally engaged? Yes. No morale. It seems no fatigue. Our orcs are exhausted. There's no way they're going to win in that conflict without some help from good old Adunaphel. I think... What are my raiders getting shot by? Of course, it's an elf unit, like 2 feet this way. Huh? Somewhere in here. There's some dick-ass elves, yeah, there they are, that refuse to break. Oh, I love fighting the elves, I do. 90% of my campaign is this, unfortunately. That's the worst goddamn part about it. Okay, well, I think, are we tearing apart this this light... what the fuck? These Silvan heavy Oh. These Silvan heavy archers. Oh my fucking god, this is driving me insane! Fuck off! Come on, Adunaphel. If you get killed, I don't know what to tell you. It's a bad situation. Okay, there we go. We killed... Oh, shit, look at that! We killed the enemy general. And now they're wavering, and I'm hoping that we can defeat the entire army on the back of this. And look at this. My orc raiders are not even doing anything. Fuck me. Okay, Adunaphel, it's up to you. You have to rout these assholes. Come on, there's no way. There's no way they're gonna survive this. Oh, yes. Sweet release. Oh my god. It's like jerking off for 10 hours straight and then finally just busting a nut. No? You guys never done that? Is that not like a common thing where you just go fucking buck wild for the better part of a day and then you just have a good time cleaning up afterwards? I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, I'm just very pleased that this certain plane of hell is about to close. Fuck me, I've said this battle, oh, it's gonna be real quick. It's gonna be real quick and it's not gonna be a problem to fight at all. No, here we are. Half of our army fucking gone. Adunaphel's gonna have some troubles in the field now. Because the elves are goddamn ridiculous. Apparently their population is dwindling, but you would not be able to tell by the way that this mod is created. It's just like fucking army after army after army of Silvan assholes. Army after army. Oh my god. Okay, well, we've won. And that's pretty much the end of the fucking episode. A, because I'm entirely pissed off. Look at that. We lost 1,200 orcs, which is really not a bad trade-off when you think about it. Yes, A, I'm entirely pissed off. And B, we've run out of time fighting this bitch-ass battle. Oh my god. Lord above, forgive me for my blasphemy. We're gonna fucking execute every single one of these dickheads. There we go. And we're gonna go hide back in the Limelight Fort. Like the little bitches we are. And we're going to give these 2 units of raiders some armor. And I suppose we'll see what Ragbun does. But, anyway, when we come back, we will probably do some shit with Dwar of Waw. Either we'll attack Captain Aglirian, Captain Yondway, or we will defend in Dol Guldur. Ren the Unclean will probably be able to make it within a turn or two, plus all of these reinforcements. And we will be able to push north. Uvatha will hold the bridge, whilst Adunaphel rests up in Limelight Fort and holds out for reinforcements that are coming from where? I could not tell you. Hoarmurath will continue to dominate this Silvan elf fortress and possibly hold it, so that at some point he can pour out of the mountains and destroy the elves. Dawndeath, of course, will continue to head towards Mordor, and once we get Sauron, things are going to heat up like, I don't know, like 1,000,000 degrees. It's going to be like a goddamn furnace in here with how hot it is. Shit's going to get real because Sauron is going to slash, dice, and julienne fries some elves. It's going to be wonderful. But anyway, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my lamentations at these elves. If you did, please leave a like, please leave a comment. If you want updates on uploads or anything like that, you can check me out on Facebook, Twitter, social media, basically. And you know what? If you want another episode of the Mordor campaign, be sure to come back next Tuesday, because that is when I upload the Mordor campaign. Anyway, I'll see you guys then.